Good morning, everyone, or good evening to those who are tuning in from various parts of the world. Thank you for joining me. My name is Blanche Dias. I have been a little disturbed of late about something that is gathering a lot of momentum. As a teacher for many years in the co-educational system, we have seen a lot of young girls and boys, young men and young women taking a shine to each other. For some, it's an infatuation. For some, they take it to another level and they grow into a relationship, into adulthood. Some of them, who are avant-garde, they prefer to live in without being married. There are those who prefer to have an open relationship, dating other people until they are very sure about their own feelings for each other. And then there are those who go in for the conventional marriage with their vows, I do. But none of these seem to be foolproof. And that is what is troubling me. Because I have come across a lot of couples who are choosing to opt out of a relationship rather than dig in their heels and stay put. And so I call my video Falling Out of Love. I did question a cross-section of these couples and asked them why they thought what happened did. And very high on their list was expectations. They said, when we were courting, it was just the two of us and it was great. But the moment we got married, we were called upon to be constant companions to the extended family. And that bound us. And it wasn't what we bargained for. Another problem I found was a lack of communication. The way they talk to each other is superficially seamless. And I find that so strange because at the beginning of the relationship, they had so much to talk about. They wanted to know everything about each other. But now that they are married, words seem to have dried up. In fact, I think couples speak to each other more often by texting or through their iPads, tablets, and computers. Communication, which is the key to a relationship, has gone out the window. Another problem is financial independence. Today, both of the couples are working, they have good jobs, and they don't need anything from each other. They don't need to rely on anyone or to share anything with anyone. And when you don't share, there can be no relationship. Another problem is babies. Somehow couples of today just don't want to have children. One young student told me, well, I've studied so much and I've reached this position in the organization not to give it all up and stay at home looking after a baby 24/7. And the husband says, well, I'm happy with my lifestyle now. I don't want any spoke in the wheel. Children cement your marriage. When there are no children, you don't need to stay together, and it's so much easier for you to walk out because the couple says, well, it's okay, we'll call it quits. We have no encumbrances. This work from home, I know, is very stressful. And most couples are so tired at the end of the day that physical intimacy is missing. And when there is no physicality in a relationship, it is dangerous because you're not getting the attention from your partner. So you will probably seek attention elsewhere. And even though it may be a harmless flirtation, it could lead to a rupture in your marriage, a rupture that is very difficult to mend. I am also surprised that in this day and age, couples told me that there was emotional and physical abuse behind closed doors. One young lady chose to move out of her marriage. She got a divorce. And she told me, she says, "Ma'am, I'm going to quote to you something that I learned from the film Beauty and the Beast. I would rather have a beast who treats me like a princess than a prince who doesn't." And it's not only the ladies who complain within a relationship. I know a young man, married 3 months now. He and his then girlfriend were crazy about each other in the classes, and we thought they'd make a go of it. But she is earning much more than him, and he says, "I don't know where this will end, because every day she tells me I'm useless, I'm worthless, and all I ought to be doing is the cooking, cleaning, and washing, because I'm not contributing in any way to the relationship." This had started soon after the marriage, and I'm really surprised that the marriage has lasted 3 months. I think, in this case, he should move out for his own sanity. When I listen to all of this, I wonder, where is the commitment of old? Once married, once that wedding band is on your finger or the Mangal Sutra around your neck, it is not over. Stop taking each other for granted. You know, someone told me, "Oh, it's a marriage box. We fill it, we shut it, and we forget it." No, my dear young people, that marriage box has to be filled, infused every day with respect, trust, and empathy. Remember, you have to put in a lot before you even think of taking anything out. Marriage is not a one-day affair. It is a work in progress. The more you invest in your relationship, the more precious it will be, and the more value it will bring to both of you. So to all young couples who are getting ready to be married, I urge you, please think very, very carefully about this very important step that you're taking. And once you take it, may the memories that you make together last you a beautiful lifetime.